The diesel wind lot lay quiet and hazy, morning drifting through the chrome. A corral trained mare stepped slow and steady as he checked the gear along. The early hush was soft and rising, carrying hints of dust and dew, and the world felt wide and waking on a route he must pursue. Diesel wind corral, dawn stays true, where the early miles shape the work you do. Every hoofbeat writes a story through a rugged land with a timeless view. Diesel wind corral, dawn stays true. Tighten straps with calm precision, leather warming in the glow. A trucker named Merrick stepped beside him, asking where the horses go. The neon flickered like a fading lantern, carrying scents of fuel and pine, and the world felt tall and ancient as the ridge drew out its line. Diesel wind corral, dawn stays true, where the early miles shape the work you do. Every hoofbeat writes a story through a rugged land with a timeless view. Diesel wind corral, dawn stays true. Dawn stays true, where the early miles shape the work you do. Every hoofbeat writes a story through a rugged land with a timeless view. Diesel wind corral, dawn stays true. Ridge clock met a woken pale horizon, soft light brushing over lifted ground. He rode the slope toward the quiet station, where the old brass gears were found. The hillside carried scents of early clover, cool air drifting through the open span, and the land felt calm and rising as the long day first began. Ridge clock metal circuit rolls on, where the morning tasks keep leading him never gone. Ridge clock, meadow, circuit rolls on. He brushed the dust from weather-stained housing, metal warming in the growing light. A ranch hand named Sylvan climbed beside him, saying the timer failed last night. They checked the springs with steady patience, listening close to every shift, and the meadow felt wide and grounded as the breeze began to lift. Ridge clock, meadow, circuit rolls on, where the morning tasks keep leading him on. Every careful turn and measured dawn builds a bond that's never gone. Ridge clock, meadow, circuit rolls on. By noon the dial caught rhythm slowly, turning smooth with a gentle sway, and the hillside breathed a quiet balance as the water found its way. He paused a moment by the open pasture, let the stillness settle deep, knowing days like this stay rooted in the stories ranchers keep. Ridge clock, meadow, circuit rolls on, where the morning tasks keep leading him on. Every careful turn and measured dawn builds a bond that's never gone. Ridge clock, meadow, circuit rolls on.
Copper-tendon mist rolled across the meadow as you lifted the latch on them with a warm pin. Your flaxen gilding shook off the night's quiet chill. Hooves tapping soft rhythms in the dew-soaked grass. A distant creek murmured under the first pale light, and you traced fresh tracks from a wandering yearling. Morning breeze, the meadow open. Morning breeze, the meadow open, turning stillness into motion. Every step feels wide and woven. Morning breeze up, the meadow open. Fenceline drift repair run by midday. You haul wire spools along the ridge, the metal clatter echoing through the warm breeze. A brindle calf nudged the falling post, dust rising in soft spirals around his curious nose. You tightened each line with a practiced pull, and the scent of sun-baked soil wrapped the sloping heat. Fenceline drift keeps work moving. Fenceline drift keeps work moving. Through eyes and dust and steady proving, every chore finds its own improving. Fenceline drift keeps work moving. Meadow fall, lantern ride, when dust settled with deep copper shadows. You guided your gilding along the meadow fall all been. Fireflies big between the tall reed clusters, and the herd shifted softly under the cooling sky. Your lantern cast warm arcs across the trail, and tomorrow's path felt ready beneath the quiet dark. Lantern trails hold the night line strong. Lantern trails hold the night line strong. Steady through the fading long. Every trail hums its own calm song. Lantern trail, hold the night line strong. Dust swirled low across the windbreak ridge as the morning cracked open. My boots sank into cool grain of soul, still holding last night's chill. A young babe fairly snorted at the sunrise, her breath rising like silver threads, while I tightened the cedar scented gate and checked the troughs for leaks. The sky hung with meadowlarks, and the whole ranch felt half awake, waiting for whatever the day decided to throw at me. Rise with the ridge, rise with the ridge, let the daylight pull you forward. Every sound, every step writes a brand new trail. Out here the morning teaches you how to move, and the land reminds you you're tougher than you think. By noon the heat pressed down like a heavy saddle on my shoulders, and the old windmill by the barley patch groaned itself into silence. Its blades hung crooked, catching the sun like bent tin mirrors. So I hauled my toolkit across the field, sweat stinging my eyes. A pair of jackrabbits darted through the weeds as I climbed the frame. Bolts rattling, metal singing, the whole structure fighting me until it didn't. Turn again, old wheel, spin the water back to life. Let the thirsty ground breathe easy once more. Every fix, every struggle keeps this place standing, and I'm right here holding the ranch together. Evening rolled in with a violet haze, settling over the hills, and a storm flickered far off, rumbling like distant hooves. I saddled my steel gray gelding, his coat warm from the day's sun, and we rode toward the lower pasture where the cattle drifted too close to the creek. Lightning stitched the horizon while frogs croaked in the reeds, and I guided the herd back uphill, rain tapping lightly on my hat brim. Stormlight on the saddle, stormlight on the saddle, guiding me through the dark. Every flash shows the path I need to take. This ranch breathes with me through calm and thunder, and I ride on steady as the coming dawn.
Neon spur lightly humming and faded, midnight drifting through the glow. A hitch line cold stepped slow and cautious as he watched the engines roll. The diesel haze was warm and rising, carrying hints of dust and rain, and the world felt wide and waiting on a road he must sustain. A neon spur, hitch line, midnight stays true, where the long haul nights shape the work you do. Every hoofbeat writes a story through a rugged land with a timeless view. Neon spur, hitch line, midnight stays true. He checked the tack with calm precision, leather glowing in the light. A trucker named Redden leaned beside him, asking how the coat holds night. The parking rows felt like a quiet canyon, carrying scents of fuel and pine, and the world felt tall and ancient as the ridge drew out its line. Neon spur, hitch line, midnight stays true, where the long haul nights shape the work you do. Every hoofbeat writes a story through a rugged land with a timeless view. Neon spur, hitch line, midnight stays true. By dawn the lot turns soft and amber shimmer, warm and rolling through the grass, and the horses ease their steady breathing as the long drill slowly passed. He paused a moment by the weathered guardrail, let the silence settle deep. No nights like this write memories only working hands can keep. Neon spur, hitch line, midnight stays true, where the long haul nights shape the work you do. Every heartbeat writes a story through a rugged land with a timeless view. Neon spur, hitch line, midnight stays true. The rock-light pasture woke in amber quiet, dawn stretching over rugged stone. He climbed the rise toward the silent beacon, where the flame had long been gone. The hillside carried scents of early cedar, cool wind brushing through the open span, and the land felt tall and waiting for the spark he'd bring again. Rocklight pasture, beacon burns bright, guiding horses through the morning height. Every lifted flame and climbing light marks a bond that just right. Rock light past your beacon burns bright. He stacked the wood with steady motion, dry bark catching in the warming air. A ranch hand named Lyron rode beside him, saying he'd seen this ridge laid bare. They struck the steel with patient rhythm, watching embers gather slow. And the pasture felt alive and ancient as the first small sparks began to glow. Rocklight pasture, beacon burns bright, guiding horses through the morning height. Every lifted flame and climbing light marks a bond that feels just right. Rocklight pasture, beacon burns bright. By noon the beacon rose in steady firelight, warm waves dancing through the open sky. And the ridge breathed out a quiet triumph as the horses wandered by. He paused a moment near the glowing marker, let the stillness settle deep, knowing days like this stay anchored in the stories ranchers keep. Rocklight pasture, beacon burns bright, guiding horses through the morning height. Every lifted flame and climbing light marks a bond that feels just right. Rocklight pasture, beacon burns bright.
Soft amber haze drifted over the hollow bend as you brush the sleep-warm coat of your sable mare. The barn door groaned like an old friend waking, and cool dust curled around your boots in tiny spirals. A lone heifer call from the far pen, nudging the loose latch you need to fix before noon. Dawn lifts the bend into motion, dawn lifts the bend into motion, turning quiet ground into devotion. Every breath feels shaped by the notion. Dawn lifts the bend, 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 bend into motion. See the planks along the dust trail rise, the edges scrapping rough patterns across your gloves. The young sorrel colt trotted beside you, sniffing the timber like it held secrets of the bridge. Warm wind rolled through the hollow grass, carrying the scent of sun-baked earth across the slope. Dust trail rise drives work forward, through shifting heat and steady onward. Every chore grows clearer, stronger. Dust trail rise drives work forward. Violent shadows, you lit a lantern and followed the bend's narrow curve. Crickets stitched their songs through the cooling air, and the herd moved calm beneath the widening sky. A mare angled her ears toward the distant rustling rush, and tomorrow's trail felt ready in the hush. Nightfall band holds the round steady, nightfall band holds the round steady, guiding The sky was glowing pale amber as I stepped through the ridge barn door. Cold dust rising from the floorboards while the draft horse stamped for more. I tightened every leather buckle, checked the feed bins stacked in rows. Wind carried hints of pine and gravel from the canyon's early flows. Right through the quiet morning air, right through the quiet morning air, where the world feels steady and the day still fair. Every hoof print tells me I belong out there. Right through the quiet morning air. Sun climbed high and burned the metal on the old river fence rail. A young colt kicked up silver water, splashing wild without fail. I hauled fresh rope across the shallows, set new posts into the clay. Sweat mixed with cedar scented breezes, drifting softly through the hay. Hold the line when the river roars, hold the line when the river roars. When the work runs heavy and the heat runs more, every task reminds me what this land is for. Hold the line when the river roars. Dusk rolled in with violet shadows curling around the lantern shed. Crickets stitched their tiny rhythms while the cattle found their beds. I brushed the mare with steady motions, felt a calm beneath the light. Stars flickered over distant mesas, guiding home the fading night. Under lanterns I keep my pace, under lanterns I keep my pace, where the dark feels gentle and the chores embrace. Every quiet moment fills this rugged place. Under lanterns I keep my pace. Storming outpost buds with distant thunder, wind pushing dust across the signs. He rode in slow with a worn-out trailer as the sky cut jagged lines. The trucker stood like silhouettes in amber, sharing coffee by the door. And he felt that joined a crew near the tilted guardrail, helping clear the fallen limbs. A driver named Calvin laughed beside him as the storm light grew dim. The engines hum like steady heartbeat thunder, casting shadows long and wide. And he felt the weight of quiet courage in the people by his side. Storm lane outpost, gathering holds true, where the roadside nights shape the work you do. Every story shared in passing through builds a bond in a rugged view. Storm lane outpost, gathering holds true. Loud dawn, the clouds broke open softly, warm light spilling on the ground, and the trucks rolled out in scattered motion as the world regained its sound. He lingered there for just a moment, let the fading echoes keep, knowing nights like this get carved forever in the memories riders keep. Storm lane outpost, gathering holds true, where the roadside nights shape the work you do. Every story shared and passing through builds a bond in a rugged view. Storm lane outpost, gathering holds true.
The Saltmore Riseway glowed in early quiet. Soft mist drifting over silver ground. He rode the trail toward the hidden flat side, where the yearly salts were found. The morning carried scents of open marshland, cool air rising through the amber sweet, and the land felt calm and ancient in a stillness wide and deep. Saltmore Riseway morning runs true, where the open plains reveal their view. Every steady mile he's passing through marks a bond the horses knew. Saltmore Riseway, morning runs true. He crossed a patch of pale and quiet rush grass, listening close to every shift. A ranch hand named Theron rode beside him, saying the flats were set to lift. They reached the edge where crystal patches shimmered, formed by seasons in the moorland air. And the ridge felt tall and timeless as the horses gathered there. Some more rise when morning runs true, where the open plains reveal their view. Every steady mile he's passing through marks a bond the horses knew. More eyes wait, morning runs true. By noon the herd moves slow across the salt beds, who's tracing patterns in the gleaming white. And the hillside breathes a quiet wonder as the day climbed into light. He paused a moment near the shining surface, let the calmness settle deep, knowing days like this stay rooted in the stories ranchers keep. So more eyes when morning runs true, where the open plains reveal their view. Every steady mile he's passing through marks a bond the horses knew. Soft moor eyes wait, morning runs true.
A thin ribbon of rose gold light slid over the painted rise as you brush the dust from your iron gray stallion's flank. The corral boards click softly in the cool morning breeze, and the scent of damp sage curled around your boots. A long spur bird hop along the crawfish, chirping at the fresh water you poured moments before. Dawn sends the rise into motion, dawn sends the rise into motion, lifting quiet ground like a slow warm ocean. Every step feels shaped by devotion. Dawn sends the rise into motion. Whoa, on my midday, on midday, da ba da ba midday, on midday, da ba da ba midday, on midday, da ba da da. By midday, your hard hay bales along the driftline path, the twine scratching rough patterns across your palms. A cinnamon-coated steer nudged your sleeve, snorting at the sweet scent rising from the bale stack. Wind swept through the tall meadow, brushing rolling waves, and the heat pressed steady against your shoulders. Driftline work keeps the day steady. Driftline work keeps the day steady. Through rising heat and hands kept ready, every chore grows firm and heady. Driftline work keeps the day steady. When evening settled with deep cobalt shadows, you guided your stallion along the night watch. Loop crickets hum between the ridge grass clusters. and the herd shifted softly under the cooling sky. Your lantern cast warm marks across the trail, and tomorrow's drift felt clear in the hush of the rise. Night watch glow holds the trails true. Night watch glow holds the trails true. Steady through the fade and blue, every path waits just for you. Night watch glow holds the trails true. The first light spills over the ridge, painting the barns in pale gold. I tighten cinch on a restless bay, his breath rolling like warm fog. Dust lifts as the herd stirs awake, hooves tapping a slow morning rhythm. A cracked wooden gate groans in the breeze while I guide the cattle toward the upper meadow, feeling the cool sting of sunrise, wind brushing across my sleeves. Carry me through the ridge one morning, carry me through the ridge one morning, where the hills hung low and the trail keeps calling, every heartbeat steady, every step unfolding. Carry me through the ridge one morning. By noon the sky turns iron gray, clouds rolling like heavy blankets. A sudden roar shakes the cedar flats as rain slams hard against my hat brim. My mare pushes through the mud, muscles straining with each slippery stride. A stray yearling bolts toward the ravine, and I lunge to grab the rope, boots sinking deep, while thunder cracks across the open plain. Hold fast when the wild sky breaks, hold fast when the wild sky breaks, when the wind snaps branches and the ground starts to shake, through the rush and rumble, through every mistake. Hold fast when the wild sky breaks. Night settles soft and warm, lanterns glowing amber in the rafters. I brush down the horses, their coats damp and warm from the long day's fight. Crickets pulse in the tall grass while the smell of fresh hay fills the air. I lean on the stall door, watching fireflies drift like tiny drifting embers, grateful for quiet after the storm's wild fury. Home in the lantern, lit silence. Home in the lantern, lit silence, where the world slows down and the heart finds guidance. Every scar and triumph wrapped in gentle kindness. Home in the lantern, lit silence. blades no longer turn their wheel. The dry grass whispered low and wandering, carrying hints of iron and clay. And the world felt wide and waiting for the work he'd start today. When rise, old mill morning stands clear, where forgotten tools find purpose here. Every motion shapes a frontier in a land that holds its atmosphere. When rise, old mill morning stands clear. He burst of dust from withered, beaten panels, made a woman in the sun slow climb. A neighbor named Jalen stopped beside him, saying that the mill had slept through time. They checked the gears with patient focus, listening close to every grind. And the ridge felt tall and steady as the day aligned its mind. When rise, old mill morning stands clear, where forgotten tools find purpose here. Every motion shapes a frontier in a land that holds its atmosphere. When rise, old mill morning stands clear. By noon the blades caught faint and rising breezes, turning slow with a gentle sway. And the hum returned like distant memory as the hillside warmed the day. He paused a moment by the old stone marker, let the quiet settle deep, knowing mornings like this stay rooted in the stories ranchers keep. When rise, old mill morning stands clear, where forgotten tools find purpose here. Every motion shapes a frontier in a land that holds its atmosphere. When rise, old mill morning stands clear. Mist curled over the timber trail as the lantern swung in your hand. Cold boards of the porch still echoed last night's quiet wind.
You check the feed bins humming with early sparrow chatter, boot soles brushing frost and gravel, while the ranch woke slow.
A mule brayed from the far corral, nudging the gate with sleepy stubbornness. And you whispered morning words that only working hands invent. Lanterns lead the living ground, where every step shapes what you found.
days rise without a sound. Lanterns lead the living ground.
By noon the sun carved copper streaks across the timberline ridge, and you hauled fresh water barrels rattling on the wagon rails. A young filly splashed her muzzle in the trough.
Send cool droplets across your shirt like tiny silver sparks. You tightened a rope that frayed overnight from restless weather, and the scent of pine sap drifted through the heat like a steady promise. Where water carries work forward, where water carries work forward, you find the rhythm no map recorded.
Every chore becomes its own reward.
Where water carries work forward.
When dusk rolled in with violet dust, you climbed the ridge again.
Lantern glass glowing amber against the widening dark.
Coyotes called from distant brush,
Weaving echoes through the valley,
and your horse shifted gently,
sensing the night's slow hush.
You marked the herd silhouettes,
Moving calm across the meadow,
knowing tomorrow's trail would carve a brand new
chapter in the land.
nightfall.
Knows the keeper's light. Nightfall knows the keeper's light, guiding ranch hearts through the quiet night. Every shadow bows to steady sight. Nightfall knows the keeper's light.
Dawn turns the crest into motion. Sage-scented wind drifted across the hollow crest as you brushed the night cool dust from your silver bay mare. The paddock rails clicked softly in the early hush, and faint frost shimmered on the ridge grass tips. A lone brindle calf nudged the water trough, sending tiny ripples across the pale morning light. Dawn turns the crest into motion. Dawn turns the crest into motion, lifting quiet ground like a rising ocean. Every breath feels shaped by devotion. Dawn turns the crest into motion. Sage wind timber shift run by midday. Your horse split pine beams toward the west fence. Their rough edges scraping warm patterns across your gloves. A copper-coated filly piece beside you, snorting at the scent of fresh sap clinging to the timber. Wind rolled through the tall hollow bush and soft spirals, and heat settled heavy across the open slope. Sage wind pushes the work forward. Sage wind pushes the work forward. Through rising heat and steady onward, every chore grows firm and forward. Sage wind pushes the work forward. When evening settled with deep indigo shadow, you guided your mare along the crestline drift. Crickets hum between the sage clusters, and the herd shifted calmly under the cooling sky. Your lantern cast warm marks across the trail, and tomorrow's path felt ready in the quiet dark. Night watch blow hopes of fresh glow holds the trails true.
Cold air biting through the cedar fence line. I step out, boots crunching on frosted gravel. The mare snorting clouds into the waking light. A young colt kicks dust, wild with morning fire, and I steady him with a calm hand on his neck. Today's first task, teach him the feel of a guiding rope, while the wind carries the scent of wet earth and pine, and the sunrise paints the carousing gold. Every breath feels like a brand new road. I hold the reins of a life I chose, where starlight lingers even after dawn unfolds. The sky turns copper, warm and heavy. Cicadas humming deep in the tall grass. I'm patching a broken gate with warm steel brackets, sweat dripping down the brim of my hat. A stubborn gale nudges my shoulder for attention. This coat warm like sun-baked leather. We ride out to check the far pastures, water troughs, hooves thudding steady over cracked red soil. And the midday heat wraps the plains in fire, but the rhythm of the ranch never tires. Every mile we ride pulls my heart higher in this place where dust and dreams conspire. Evening settles with lavender shadows stretching long, crickets chirping under the old windmill's creak. I brush down the horses, their coats soft with twilight, listening to the quiet settle like a blanket. A newborn filly wobbles close to her mother, her tiny breath warm against my palm. I close the barn doors as the sky turns indigo, feeling the day's weight fading to peaceful dark. And the night drapes the ranch in silver calm, every heartbeat steady like a healing psalm. I stand beneath the stars with open palms, knowing this land will always be my lifelong bond. The hill will rise, lay quiet in the early shimmer, morning drifting through the amber grass. He walked the slope toward the hidden spring line, where the water used to pass. The earth was cracked with years of silence, carrying scents of stone and fern, and the land felt old and waiting
reclaim, run strong. He cleared the brush with patient motion, roots resisting in the warming light. A ranch hand named Marlin climbed beside him, saying he remembered this place at night. They dug through layers of quiet history, listening close to shifting ground, and the ridge felt torn, timeless, as the spring line stirred a sound. Hear well spring, reclaim, run strong, where forgotten paths still carry on. Every shovel stroke and steady song builds a bond where the hills belong. Hear well spring, reclaim, run strong. By noon a thread of water gathered softly, silver weaving through the moss and clay, and the hillside breathed like waking memory as the flow found its old way. He paused a moment by the rising trickle, let the quiet settle deep, knowing days like this stay rooted in the stories ranchers keep. Hear well spring, reclaim, run strong, where forgotten paths still carry on. Every shovel stroke and steady song builds a bond where the hills belong. Hear well spring, reclaim, run strong.
A pale gold haze drifted across the cedar flats as you pushed open the barn door with a grain dust hand. The old windmill clicked a slow rhythm in the distance, and the smell of fresh cut hay clung to the cool air. Your chestnut gelding stamped twice, eager for the day, while you brushed last night's trail sand from his mane. Saddle wind starts the day rolling, saddle wind starts the day rolling, lifting quiet chores into motion. Every sunrise feels like a promise unfolding. Saddle wind starts the day rolling. By midday you haul timber planks down to the creek, boots sinking into soft mud, warmed by the noon sun. A pair of blue herons lifted off the water's edge, their wings slicing the silence like slow silver knives. You passed a broken bridge rail with steady hands, and the sand of wet bark rolls around you like a calm reminder. Creek roads carry the work forward. Creek roads carry the work forward. through shifting light and rising water. Every task writes its own border. Creek roads carry the work forward. When night settled in with deep indigo skies, you rode the fence line under a scatter of bright stars. The prairie grass whispered against your stirrups, and distant cattle murmured low in the cooling dark. You paused at the ridge, lantern swinging softly, knowing tomorrow would carve a brand new trail across the flats. Starlight guides the keepers around. Starlight guides the keepers around. Steady through the quiet grounds. Every shadow listens when duty sounds. Starlight guides the keepers rounds.
A pair of gold shimmer rode across the briar fold as you burst the night. Cool dust from your cold black gelding. The stable door thumped softly in the early hush, and the scent of damp briar leaves clung to the chilled air. A tawny yearling nudged a loose rope by the fence, its soft snort echoing through the quiet morning stretch. Dawn pulls the fold into motion. Dawn pulls the fold into motion, lifting still ground like a rising ocean. Every breath feels shaped by devotion. Dawn pulls the fold into motion. By midday you hauled fresh hay along a high trail drift. The bell twine carving rough lines across your palms. A cinnamon speckled steer paced beside you, sniffing the sweet scent rising from the bundle. Warm wind swept through the tall ridge brush, and heat pressed steady against your shoulders. A high trail drift drives work forward. High trail drift drives work forward. Through rising heat and steady onward, every chore goes firm and forward. High trail drift drive work forward, 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 forward. When evening set over deep cobalt shadows, you guided your gelding along the night walk sweet. Crickets hum between the briar clusters, and the herd shifted calmly under the cooling sky. Your lantern cast warm arcs across the winding trail, and tomorrow's path felt ready in the quiet dark. And night watch glow holds the trails true. Night watch glow holds the trails true. Steady through the fading blue, every pathway's just for you. Night watch glow holds the trails true. First light spills over the ridge, painting copper on the barn doors. I tighten the cinch on a restless bay mare, her breath rolling like warm fall. Wind pushes through the cedar posts, carrying the silhouette
fresh boards to mend the break. Dust clings to my gloves as the sun climbs and the herd stirs in the far meadow.
Hold the line when the ridge winds are rising. Hold the line when the ridge winds are rising. Keep your boots in the earth and your heart beat steady. Every dawn writes a brand new horizon, and I ride it strong, ready for whatever comes. Midday trouble in the south pasture. Heat shimmers across the fence rails, turning the field into a wavering mirage. A young stallion kicks loops from the corral, bolting toward the thorn brush flats. I grab a Larry and sprint through the tall grass, hearing grasshoppers crackle underfoot. The rope snaps tight around his chest, and he bucks hard, scattering dry soil in arcs. Sweat runs down my neck as I guide him back, combing his wild pulse with slow breaths. Ride the rush when the wild hearts thunder. Ride the rush when the wild hearts thunder. Let the rhythm of the land pull you through the chaos. Every challenge carves a deeper wonder, and I rise again, stronger than I was before. Crickets spark the dusk with tiny echoes, while lantern light glows on the porch rail. I patch the saddle torn from the day's chase, stitching leather with careful hands. The sky folds in divided shadows, and the cattle settle with low murmurs. A cooler breeze drifts from the canyon, brushing away the grit of the long hours. I lean on the fence, watching stars gather like silver seeds above the ranch. Find your peace in the starlit open. Find your peace in the starlit open. Let the quiet wrap around your worn out spirit. Every night leaves a promise unspoken, and I hold it close, ready for tomorrow's ride.
The timber cross hollow lay quiet in the early brightness. The sunlight threading through the river bend. We walked the path toward the broken old bridge, where the planks had reached their end. The water murmured low beneath him, carrying scents of cedar and sand. And the land felt deep with stories only time could understand. Timber cross old bridge, rising stands tall, where forgotten beams still answer the call. Every lifted board and steady haul builds a bond through the canyon sprawl. Timber cross old bridge, rising stands tall.
He cleared the moss from with a worn timber, grain still holding its stubborn line. A ranch hand named Keaton joined beside him, saying he remembered this bridge in its prime. They set new nails with patient rhythm, listening close to every creak, and the ridge felt wide and grounded as the river brushed the creek. Timber cross old bridge, rise and stands tall, where forgotten beams still answer the call. Every lifted boat and steady haul builds along through the canyon sprawl. Timber cross old bridge, rise and stands tall. Shadows on the flowing blue, and the hillside breathed a quiet gratitude as the bridge found life anew. He paused a moment by the final railing, let the calmness settle deep, knowing days like this stay rooted in the memories rangers keep. Timber cross old bridge, rise and stands tall, where forgotten beams still answer the call. Oh, every lifted board and steady haul built a bond through the canyon sprawl. Timber cross old bridge, rise and stands tall. Soft silver fall drifted across the basin as you lifted the saddle from the rack with a steady grip. The ridge path glimmered faintly under the early light, and the scent of cool clay rose from the ground like a quiet greeting. Your own mare flicked her tail at a distant clatter while you checked the cinch straps worn thin from yesterday's climb. Dawn carries the basin awake. Dawn carries the basin awake, pulling calm into every stake. Every breath feels like a step you take. Dawn carries the basin awake. By midday you drag windbreak beams toward the north fence, their rough edges scraping against your gloves. With each pull, a pair of young steers trotted past, kicking the spirals into the warm air. You hammered new posts into the hard pan soil, and the echo of each strike rolled across the open flats.
grows firm and forward. Windbreak lines push work onward. When nights settle deep with cool sapphire shadows, you guided your mare along the basin's outer rim. Fireflies blinked between the sagebrush clusters, and the herd murmured low beneath the widening sky. You paused at the ridge crest, lantern glowing amber, feeling tomorrow's echo forming quietly in the stillness. Night echoes keep the rounds true. Night echoes keep the rounds true. Steady through in the quiet blue. Every trail waits just for you. Night echoes keep the rounds true.
A thin veil of pearl gray mist drifted over the willow span as you brushed the cool night dust from your amber mane mare. The creek stones clicked softly under her shifting hooves, and the scent of wet bark rose from the riverbank. A young brindle calf nudged a falling bucket, sending ripples across the shallow morning water. Dawn wakes the span with quiet fire. Dawn wakes the span with quiet fire, lifting still ground in the rising desire. Every breath feels shaped by the mire. Dawn wakes the span with quiet fire. By mid-bank run, feed lift push. By midday, your hard feed creaks along the red bank run. The wooden edges carving warm lines across your palms. A copper flex steer pace beside you, snorting at the sweet scent drifting from the grain. Wind roared through the tall river, brushing slow spirals, and heat settled heavy across the open flat. Red bank run drives work forward. Red bank run drives work forward. Through rising heat and steady onward, every chore grows firm and forward. Red bank run drives work forward. When evening settled with deep indigo shadows, you guided your mare along the night watch drift. Crickets hum between the willow clusters, and the herd shifted calmly under the cooling sky. Your lantern cast warm marks across the winding trail, and tomorrow's path felt ready in the quiet dark. Night watch glow holds the trails true. Night watch glow holds the trails true. Steady through the fading blue, every pathway's just for you. Night watch glow holds the trail true. In the northern corner of my ranch, resonance fields spread out, flat plains that produce a deep, vibrating hum under every step, as if the ground itself were communicating. Between the fields move the sound runners, slender creatures with shimmering necks that create tones whenever they turn. I'm
trying to adjust the new vibration rods, long metallic poles meant to channel the vibrations. But today they slip out of control and send unpredictable impulses through the earth. The earth smells like mineral echo, and my chest feels as if it's pulsing in the same rhythm as the ground. The earth sings without me. The earth sings without me. A deep call I cannot steer. I stand inside a storm of sound, and every tone pulls me further from what I understand. The earth sings without me, and I don't know if it even wants to hear me. Further west lies a terrain of shimmer trenches, glowing channels filled with liquid crystals that move like living lines. They dwell the glass wings, transparent animals that glide silently above the trenches, bending light like wandering prisms. Today I'm working with the current catcher, a newly developed tool meant to capture the roaming streams of light. But it reacts unpredictably and suddenly creates spiral bursts that distort my vision. The heat of the trenches feels like a sharp electric burn on the skin. My heartbeat quickens because I don't know whether the glass wings will react aggressively to the burst. The light runs ahead, and I stumble behind like a stranger in my own land. It breaks, it leaps, it flees, and I cannot tell where it's forcing me to go. The light runs ahead, and I wonder if I'll ever feel solid ground again. In the southern section rise the mist cliffs, jagged rock formations that constantly release fine metallic threads of fog. Between the cliffs live the glow claws, small creatures with luminous jaws that move in quick bursts and create sparks. Today I'm trying to test a new cliff shaper, a device meant to gather the fog threads and stabilize the cliffs. But it suddenly generates rotating fog vortices that startle the glow claws and drive them into chaotic patterns. The fog tastes like cold metal, and my hands tremble because I don't know whether the vortices will condense into something larger. The fog carries me away. The fog carries me away in a direction I cannot determine. It pulls at my thoughts and I lose my grip on everything I know. The fog carries me away, and I feel the ranch reinventing me without asking.
I played ritually quiet in the rising daylight, soft wind brushing through the amber stone. He climbed the path toward the old saddle vault where the stories lived alone. The wooden door breathed out a dusty whisper, carrying scents of leather and pine. And the room felt deep with memories left behind by another time. I played saddle vault, echoes run wide, where forgotten gear still speaks from inside. Every lifted trace and worn out
builds a bond no years can divide. High plates settle, all echoes run wide. He sorted straps with slow and steady motion, metal buckles catching morning gold. A ranch hand named Terrence stepped beside him, saying he'd heard of this place from the old. They found a marked coffin and cedar, shaped by hands from decades past. And the ridge felt tall and rooted as a moment held them fast. High plate saddle vault echoes run wide, where forgotten gear still speaks from inside. Every lifted trace and worn out hide builds a bond no years can divide. High plate saddle vault echoes run wide. By noon the vault grew warm with sunlight, dust lines glowing in a gentle sway, and the saddles breathed like quiet relics as the hillside framed the day. He paused a moment by a faded stirrup, let the stillness settle deep, knowing days like this stay anchored in the stories ranchers keep. High plate saddle vault echoes run wide, where forgotten gear still speaks from inside. Every lifted trace and worn out hide builds a bond no years can divide. High plate saddle vault echoes run wide. Warm amber light spilled over the hollow as you tighten the bridle on your dun mare. The old cedar gate creaked with a tired groan, and dew clung to the fence rails like tiny glass beads. A pair of ranch dogs trotted ahead, tails cutting arcs through the mist, while you counted fresh hoof prints from the night's quiet wanderers. Sunrise marks the hollows calling. Sunrise marks the hollows calling, lifting stillness into sprawling. Every breath feels wide and sprawling. Sunrise marks the hollows calling. By late morning you haul grain sacks up the slope, that burlap scratching against your forearm with each step. A young bay colt nickered from the paddock, tapping the rail like he sensed your steady rhythm. Wind brushed through the tall ryegrass in soft spirals, and the scent of warm earth rose beneath your boots. Slope winds drive the day forward. Slope winds drive the day forward, through grain-run paths no map order. Every chore grows firmer, bolder. lines drive the day forward. When dusk settled in with copper violet shadows, you lit a lantern and followed the narrow trail. Crickets stitched their songs through the cooling air, and the herd moved like calm silhouettes across the ridge. Your mare flicked an ear toward distant rustling brush, and you felt tomorrow forming quietly in the dark. Lantern light keeps the round steady. Lantern light keeps the round steady, guiding steps when night grows heavy. Every trail waits sure and ready. Lantern light keeps the round steady.
A thin veil of copper, soft haze drifted over the amber cut as you brushed the cool night grit from your frost gray mare. The stable hinge clicked like a quiet morning signal, and the scent of damp stone brush rose from the ridge. A young speckled calf nudged a loose plank, sending tiny dust clouds swirling in the pale sunrise. Dawn pulls the cut into motion, lifting still ground like a rising ocean. Every breath feels shaped by devotion. Dawn pulls the cut into motion. Stone brush timber lift run by midday. A halt cedar beams along the stone brush trail, their rough edges carving warm lines across your gloves. A cinnamon stripe filly paced beside you, snorting at the scent of fresh sap clinging to the timber. Wind rolled through the tall ridge brush in slow spirals, and heat settled heavy across the open flats. Stone brush work drives the day forward. Stone brush work drives the day forward. Through rising heat and steady onward, every chore grows firm and forward. Stone brush work drives the day forward. Deep cobalt shadows, you guided your mare along the night watch. Sweet crickets hum between the stone brush clusters, and the herd shifted calmly under the cooling sky. Your lantern cast warm arcs across the winding trail, and tomorrow's path fell ready in the quiet dark. Night watch glow holds the trails true. Night watch glow holds the trails true. Steady through the fading blue, every path waits just for you. Night watch glow holds the trails true. On the eastern side of my ranch stretch the rift plains. White surface is split by thin glowing seams that shift their color whenever someone approaches. Across those seams wander pulse horns, tall creatures with crystalline ridges that emit short bursts of sound when they tilt their heads. I'm working with a device called the field weaver, a rotating frame meant to stabilize the shifting seams. But today day it triggers sudden waves of trembling light that ripple through the ground. The air tastes metallic sweet, and my fingertips buzz as if the planes are trying to read my intentions. The ground moves first, the ground moves first. Before I can think, before I can breathe, it twists beneath me, and I'm left guessing what it wants from me. The ground moves first, and I'm never sure if I'm welcome here. Far north lies a network of hollow canals, deep trenches lined with humming stone that vibrates like distant machinery. Inside them glides veil-backed smooth creatures with translucent armor plates that shift shape as they travel. I'm testing the echo harrow, a new tool designed to redirect the hum of the stone, but it suddenly amplifies the sound into spiraling tones that make the canals feel alive. The vibration climbs into my jaw, and my vision flickers as if the veil barks are bending the air around me. The hum outruns me, the hum outruns me, slipping past every step I've tried to place. It bends the space around my thoughts, and I lose track of where the canals begin. The hum outruns me, and I'm left chasing something I can't define. The ember hollows open like vast caverns filled with floating sparks that drift without heat. Among them leap the flare wings, compact animals with shifting patterns of light across their bodies, leaving trails that vanish instantly. I'm activating a hollow shaper, a device meant to gather the drifting sparks into stable clusters, but it misfires and creates swirling rings that pull the flare wings into unpredictable spirals. The air feels sharp, almost granular, and my heartbeat stutters as the rings tighten, dissolve without warning. Sparks claim their path, sparks claim their path, ignoring every boundary I try to draw. They twist through the hollows, right in the space I thought I understood. Sparks claim their path, and the ranch reshapes itself while I stand still. The tall grass hollow swayed in early sunlight, long blades shifting like a restless sea. He rode the ridge toward the hidden valley, where his strayed had wandered free. The morning carried sense of open distance, warm earth rising through the breeze, and the land felt quiet and whispering with a calm that set him at ease. Tall grass hollow, run back, rides on, where the quiet trails keep leading him on. Every winding step across the lawn marks a bond that's never gone. Tall
saying he searched the lower line.
They scanned the hills with patient motion, reading tracks
Where the shadows fell,
and the valley felt alive and ancient
as it held its secrets well.
Tall grass hollow,
Run back, rides on, where the quiet trails keep leading him on. Every winding step across the lawn
marks a bond that's never gone.
Tall grass hollow, run back, rides on.
By noon he found the stray near amber brushwood,
Calm and grazing in the gentle heat,
and the hollow breathed a soft
contentment.
as the moment felt complete.
He paused a while beside the open clear and let the stillness settle deep.
Knowing days like this stay rooted in the stories
Ranchers keep.
tall grass hollow.
Run back, rides on, where the quiet trails keep leading him on. Every winding step across the lawn marks a bond that's never gone. Tall grass hollow,
Run back, rides on. A pale rust-colored breeze drifted across the range as you lifted the gate latch with a dry old click. Your sorrow mare snorted at the crisp air, her breath rising like faint smoke in the early chill. The ground carried thin crackles of frost under your boots, and a lone raven glided low, tracing the start of your trail wake. Morning turns the range alive. Morning turns the range alive, pulling quiet paths into drive. Every step feels sharp and dry. Morning turns the range alive. By midday you haul feed buckets along the ridge, their metal rims clinking in uneven rhythm. A young dun filly pawed at the trough impatiently, sending flecks of grain scattering across the sunlit dirt. A warm wind rolled through the rust-leaf shrubs, and the scent of dry bark wrapped around your steady pace. Felines shape the day's direction. Free lines shape the day's direction. Through dust trail turns and quiet tension. Every chore builds its own connection.
lantern and followed the rich fall bend. Grasshoppers clicked through the cooling brush, and the herd shifted softly under the widening sky. Your mare angled her ears toward distant rustling, and you felt tomorrow forming in the hush of the range. Lantern glow holds the nightline true. Lantern glow holds the nightline true. Steady through the fading hue. Every trail waits just for you. Lantern glow holds the nightline true.